What's up YouTube, Capital G here, checking out the brand new TCG exclusive cards coming out of the 2024 Megatins. Now, look, don't ask me where, this information comes from because honestly, I have no idea. All I know is I woke up, I started looking on Yu-Gi-Oh! Social media, whether it be Facebook, Twitter, or Reddit, and this was posted everywhere. It is done spread like wildfire, so I'm gonna just go ahead and talk about the cards. There are 3 world premieres, and this first one is really interesting. I'll probably do this in a couple of videos just to keep it short and sweet, but it's basically like Nibiru 2.0s or another version of Nibiru. Some people might say, Cap, it's not technically Nibiru, but I mean, it technically is because, when we're dropping these giant rocks on each other, this is the entity that's inside of the giant rock. If you guys have ever looked at the Nibiru token, this is, the thing that lives inside of Nibiru. I mean, you can even kind of tell just from the stat line of this card, the level, the makeup, even the effect, everything is just pretty much Nibiru. And obviously they're expanding upon the Nibiru lore. Also, I heard, or I read online, that this Thea, this name, this actually comes from astrology, just like Nibiru. So it's a real thing. Anyways, this is Thea, the primal being. It's a dark rock monster, level 11 with 3,000 attack, 600 defense. Again, everything copy pasted straight from Nibiru, except Nibiru is a light attribute, I believe, and this is dark attribute. The effect is during the main phase, quick effect, so either main phase, you contribute monsters whose total levels equal 11 or more. Special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, or excuse me, if you control no other monsters, you can destroy 1 monster on the field with the highest attack. It's your choice if tied. You can only use this effect of Thea the Primal Being once per turn. Then you get like a second little cheeky effect that's on field. Neither player can normal and or special summon more than 4 times per turn while this card is face up in the monster zone. So it's a very interesting card, and obviously it is super Nibiru'd up in terms of like, the effect of this card. You summon it when you have at least 11 stars on the field, which is probably, can obviously be triggered by your own Nibiru. Let me make one thing clear, just because, there may be some people who misinterpret this card. You do have to tribute cards from your side of the field. This is not like OP like Nibiru, where you can just go second, let your opponent combo as much as you want, and then you just get to drop it on them and tribute their whole field. It has to be from your field. What I would have liked to see, either side of the field, obviously, but it's not. It really does seem like they wanted to pair this card directly with Nibiru. Essentially, you let your opponent wombo combo, right? Then you give them the Nibiru, you drop the Nibiru on them, they get the giant token, and then essentially maybe later in the turn before your opponent's going to end, you tribute the Nibiru and then you summon the Thea and then you pop the token. Because, I'd be lying if I said that I never saw someone get killed by their own 10,000 attack, 8,000, 9,000 attack Nibiru token. Sometimes it just be like that. Like you drop Nib, your opponent gets a giant token, and you actually just lose to the token. You can also look to the second part of this card's effect with the summon limit, not exactly summon limit, it's not 2 or more, but the summon capacity basically up to 4 summons. That's kind of in play with Nibiru as well. I think the main kind of issue with this card is the fact that it works best like specifically with Nibiru. I have heard people say, Cap, you can play this as maybe an extender. You can go first, you can do your combo, tribute 1 high-level monster on your field, maybe like a level 12 monster, like a synchro or something like that, and then you kind of have like a watered down or the summon limit at home for your opponent to play through. I don't really know how practical that is. I guess in a deck like maybe Generator, where you're already rocking with pretty much a level 11 monsters exclusively, maybe there could be some applications, because trying to play through this effect and then also playing through like a Har, that could be kind of annoying. I think that could be some merits, but I think that this card is like more interesting than it is competitive. Anytime that you're needing kind of a specific card to really maximize, like playing this with Nib, yeah, that seems pretty cool. But outside of that, is not really like a good standalone card. Will it see play competitively? Probably not, but it's still at least an interesting and unique design that maybe, I don't know, maybe if Konami designs another archetype around level 11s, like a Generators or something like that, maybe it could see play, but until then, it probably won't. Anyways, whatever you guys think of Thea, the Primal Being, you leave that in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching, as always.